Let me get this right. There we go. Real subtle. You know, we don't need the right side of this frame at all. Or the left side, rather. There we go. Look at that. All right, we're getting there. This cat. You know what? Let me bring the lights up so we can see this cat. I'm at 26%. Nope, this cat's really dark. This one? Oh, there we go. 48. See, there's a cat here. No, it's unfortunate my lighting control thing is not in the visible area of the screen share. It's like a dog, you know? I don't know how this happened, but my cat is a dog. I got on here because I was going to play music, but you know, let's see, what is this at? 40K? You know what, hold on. We're going to switch sides. Or no, we'll do much more of the left. I'll bring it over. There we go. So this is my lighting app, Sidus Link. I got a bunch of aperture lights. Actually, that makes me think. I wonder if I should change the speed of this rainbow. 50 centimeters per second. Oh, that's too fast. That's a little too fast. I think 150 is probably okay. Yeah, 150 is nice. Now I wonder if I leave, will it stay at that value? So I'm just going to save one at 50. So I have it saved, so I remember. And we were at 150. No, fuck, wait. Whoops, what was it, 18? Okay. Yeah, 150 is a little better. Yeah, dude, I love, this is like one of the most slept on features about, I don't know what Mac OS it was, but, you know what, let me change this color temperature a little bit. Oh, that's nice, that little magenta. But we can't see the light because of this stupid thing. Let me move it over. This cat, bro. Yeah, this light, the little side light there. I don't even know if I'm still going. Looks like it. Alright, want to see something scary? Oh man. What is happening? Honestly, I don't even know. This is actually way less than there used to be. There used to be like 20 notes open. Yeah, I really don't know stuff. But M3 chip for you doesn't care. We can do that all day while live streaming. NDI, multiple cameras. Oh, wait, what? You good? You got your fill? Look at your hands, dude. Wow. This lens is so nice. It's so sharp. It's a very good looking cat, you know? Like real picturesque. Alright. Now maybe we can actually do some stuff. Oh. Okay. You know, I'll keep the screen share up. I'll just make it I wish there was a way I could window it where it's not all weird, but I think it's, um, let's see. Well, how about maybe I can bring it down? All right, that's not bad. We cannot stretch it out. How do you do the distortion? I can't remember. Whatever. This is fine. Okay, so we're going to Logic, which is not open. So for anyone who uses Logic, if you don't know this, it will automatically open the last project when you just click on the icon. So that's a really quick and easy way to never mind. Apparently that's not true. I mean, it is, but it's also not, you know what I mean? Okay, here we are. You know, stuff is happening. That's all I can really say about this. We got Darth Sidious in here. As long as you got Darth Sidious in your project, which, bro, there we go. No, come on. You can't expand the icon. Why not, dude? There's some inspector that lets you look at your icon. Here we go. No, it won't. Yeah, I can't remember how to do that. There's some way where you can like expand it, but whatever, dude. It's Darth City, so we're good. You know, stuff, man. Like, it's pretty simple. We just got categories. This is my like orchestral overview bus. All of these are in a sub bus. Maybe I'll talk about that sometime. Or other way around. They're all bust together. Whatever. Let's see what we got in here. I don't wonder what my buffer is. Wait, where is the buffer? 128. Okay, that's not too low. I can probably handle this. This is, yeah, I like never repaired this. I got Abbey Road 2, and this one's also busted. Yeah, I don't use it. I literally only use Abbey Road 2 because it's just that good. But I got a few cool ones. Most of them are in, this is the one that was cool, where I had like some low brass and double bass stuff. Just very like Hans Zimmer-y kind of cinematic stuff. I wonder what this is. It looks like it's just the choir. Oh, this is probably glitched too, yeah. What do you have to do? I can never remember how you fix this one. You just got to repair the library. Oh man. Oh, that was lucky. I think the screen share was in the way of my keyboard. I mean, not that I don't think anyone's gonna. Is this it? I can never remember what this glitch is. I think. I think this does it. I think if you. Yeah, it's just like not. It doesn't know where the install is. I can never read when I'm in here. These names are hella weird. They're like the words are in a different order than they are. There it is. No, it's literally what it's called. Sorry about this thing. It's like, oh, this is an interesting one. AB59. Drifting timestamps. Huh. I wonder why. Let's look it up. That was weird. There we go. Consider using what? Oh. That's because I rerouted the audio. I don't know. I think it works. If not, it's live, baby. That's how we do it. Latency detected. Drifting timestamps. So what is causing that? My network is good, I think. Dude, what? Oh, this is the thing you're seeing. The stream out of Riverside. It's not doing a lot. I don't know why it would be glitching like that. I mean, it seems like it stopped. It definitely glitches out, but it's like bearable. I mean, I'm running these both at 4K, but my project is at 1080. Yeah, whatever, I think. Wait, no, this is the wrong place. It's the canvas size. Yeah. 1080. Whatever, it should be fine. Let's see, did this work? Okay, see, I was right. I don't know why it didn't open it automatically last time. No, what? Am I tripping? I think I might just double tap and then click on the project most of the time. I mean, either way, just hit enter. It's the same thing. Okay, let's see. Orchestral. How do we do? Let's go. Damn, that's hella quiet. No, that's woodwinds. All right, maybe this is how I'll do it. Oh, I know what's screwing Wirecast up. It's the fact that I'm doing this screen capture too. I'm like, my network is like so tapped out that I think the introduction of another channel, even though it's a screen capture, which shouldn't really have any network cost, I think that's doing it. So I'll get this out here. I'll bring it back in between these little jams and I'll talk about the project and the patches. Um, okay. That patch is dope. I love that patch because this is too small. I'm trying to think. If you're full screen, because I can't look at it now. Maybe, can I, wait. Is there any way I can like overlay this? I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like, I'm not trying to show like anything specific. I love this patch. The one thing I'll say about all the Spitfire stuff is because they're very diligent in the way they do it, your range is limited. So this lighter element of the keys here is what range you have. It's from like, I don't know, E2 to, or E1 to A5. So that's realistic, and that's because they don't up pitch samples. They just leave them, where they were actually recorded, which makes it more realistic. But for like playing and like I'll usually use this in more cinematic context because it honors that. But I like the flexibility of being able to do the whole thing. Otherwise, yeah. Let me see. Am I getting any more warnings in this joint? No, we're good. I think that was all from a while ago. I don't know. Who cares? Yeah, coral patches are beautiful. You can get that deep mystery going. One cool thing about this is I've got the whole thing bust into reverb. I don't know, it's a church verb, I believe. Yeah. And it's pretty high mix, so it wouldn't sound at all as tight if I didn't run it like this. And usually I do an independent verb on my whatever, like the bust is just for like compression or sidechain or stuff like that. But that one's cool. And there's a lot of cool articulations. The M's is definitely my favorite, but it's a really cool instrument. There's all sorts of cool stuff you can do. Oh right, the Evo Grid is another instrument altogether, so I didn't reset that one. Was it? All right, let's get into the strings now. See what we can find. What would I usually use for this? I think I'd do cello, which I believe is a lead. This one almost blows the computer up every time. This is a little intense. Wait, what? I don't know. This is not the right one. I always get so confused in this part. I think it's this one. Okay, it's a combination with the chamber and the cello. Oh, it all loaded. Look at that. I don't know what this cat is doing. Something. So the advantage here, the reason I've doubled these up like this is it gives you this pad. So the ensemble is just a pad. But with this guy, then you get a lead too. So you can just play legato, like melodic. But they're mixed really well. And this way you get basically a legato performance and a pad at the same time. So you can do all sorts of cool stuff. We were doing Duel of the Fates. Oh boy, what did I do? So this part's a little weird because the dynamics are tied to the same thing. Whatever. I mean, it's still fine because this one sucks legato. Or, sorry, this one sucks if you're trying to get it to be staccato at all. It just can't, like, it's one articulation. It's not that smart. Like, that's super flat, but with just the little bit of punch from this other one, especially if you skew the dynamics a little bit. I mean, it's lagging because it's super intense on the RAM, but... Oh, wait, I muted it. I'm so dumb. There we go. We're back in it. Let's go. I don't know why the sustain pedal stopped working. Maybe it never did in the first place. Control dynamics stuff. Oh, my bad, I left the thing in the way, but whatever, man. It's a weird overlay. You get the idea. The magic happens in the computer. You know what? Nobody cares about this, though. I'll just get this window out of here. I'll just talk through the instruments. Okay. My B camera's battery's going to die, but because of the way I've got it routed, oops, hold on. Because of the way I've got it routed, the audio's going through a separate device other than the camera, so it'll keep going. And because of the way NDI works, if your camera dies, it doesn't matter. As long as your NDI encoder is straight. And even still, I can unplug that thing and plug it back in, and it'll take like 20 seconds, and it's ready to go. That's the power of IP-based stuff. Yeah, otherwise I think I'm good. My receiver here is getting a little low, but I could plug it in, but it's going to start buzzing a lot. I knew I should have charged that. Whatever, who cares? Let's keep going. That was fun. I haven't been practicing my orchestral stuff in a while. I love that patch, too. That's like the only thing I ever use, because it's just that perfect balance of versatility. But here's some other ones I made. This is a Woodwinds one. You know, let me just, I'm going to practice my editing chops and actually switch this in real time. So here we are, Woodwinds. What do we got? We got piccolos, we got the solo flute, same approach, but that other solo cello is like extremely capable, whereas most of the other solo stuff, not quite on the same level. So this is just a fat stack, like a full stack. We got 4 gigabytes of RAM called up for this. Let's turn the volume up a little bit. Woodwinds are such an underrated texture because it's like the epitome of mid-range, and you know, like that's all that anyone ever knows is like your like weird. Let me see if I can do it. Like your glissandos. It's a weird, like, come on, that's weird stuff. Like, it's cool, but I think that being down in the middle is more fun. So here, I'm gonna get rid of this because I said I was gonna actually do a good job of this, and I'll just play in the middle for on this guy. Right, but it's the dynamics, like getting it just right. Sorry, I'm trying to get my sustain pedal back in the right place, wearing slippers. What key was that in? Shit, I don't even know. Sometimes just get lost. This one's weird. This is a tough. It's a tough layer. I think I like this low mid one because we get some bassoon or like some strange relative. You know, woodwinds are strange. Let's be honest, bro. Woodwinds was the main instrument for Sex Education, the show. That was like clarinet was like the lead for that. That's how you know your instrument is kind of sus. Here we go. I don't know why this isn't loading into memory anymore. Oh, we out of RAM. Wirecast using 5 GB and friggin' Logic's using 14. That's interesting. So it just won't even load these ones anyway. So I just need to purge these other ones. But I'm just going to restart the project. That's the best way to purge it. I mean, it's a very sweet sound. Is Wirecast going to crash because of the lack of RAM? Seems fine. I don't think RAM is like, it's using 1% of the CPU. The CPU is ridiculous on this thing because it, let's make sure the output's still working. Yeah. Because it was a trash process. I mean, whatever, man. Like, I'm sure most of y'all, if there's anyone even there, don't know how lithography and the creation of chips works, but it's actually pretty straightforward. You design it. So, like, figure out how all the transistors will fit together to do the different things you want the chip to do. And then the process of lithography, I don't know if that's exactly the right word, but that's what is done to etch it into the chip itself. And that's like as simple as you could possibly put it. But so the size of the chip, the process is often described in nanometers. So probably the computer most of y'all's got is 5 nanometer. Every iPhone chip up until the iPhone 15 Pro was a 5 nanometer. And before that, it was just some gigantic, terrible ass nanometers. I don't even know. Until 5. Don't talk to me unless you're at least 5 nanometers. You know what I'm saying? It's the opposite of the usual like size thing, where the less nanometers you got, that's better. You're more powerful in your processing capability and energy efficiency. But anyway, 5 nanometers, like M1 through M2 at max, up to whatever this is. This is like a A17 Pro, I think. The first 3 nanometer. This thing's dope. This is a 5 Pro Max, 15 Pro Max. That thing's dope because it's smooth. Like the iOS can run great on it. macOS runs incredible on this chip, and that's my point. Is that this process? I believe this was 3. So this is the first 3 nanometer process that Apple did for a computer. And so they didn't even release the Ultras. They released the Airs, Pros, up through Max. And the M4 is about to come out. M4 is like looking like it's going to be a lot better than this. And that's because the yield, and yield is basically when you etch your chip, when you do lithography, how many of those chips are good? It's like how many wrong notes did you play? And so there were a lot of wrong notes in this first process. I think it was called 3NME or something, some weird E designation, where now we're on R, I believe. Maybe I got it backwards. But so, like, all the nerds who talk about this stuff, they're like, yeah, the yields were terrible for 3NME. And, you know, like, it sucks. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. Like, I hear you. For 3 nanometer, this is not very good. But the fact that I'm running Wirecast and it's like cooking and it's using 1% CPU, and I've got Logic absolutely throttled, my RAM is in the yellow, and the computer could not care less, like, that's insane. Like, this app would crash most every other computer I ever ran it on. I'm running it and Logic at the same time, and I've got like 80 windows open, and I don't even have that much RAM. I've just got the base, like, binned model of the M3 Max because I wanted, I didn't want all the performance, or all the, performance cores. This one's got 2 less performance cores, I think, and so it's more energy efficient, so I get better battery life. And it runs everything. It can run Unreal Engine, cinematic settings, 18 frames per second. It can run Logic, max the RAM out. And I mean, 36 gigabytes of RAM is plenty. Like I would never have loaded all of those instruments together like that. That's like an entire orchestra's worth of stuff. And then also I wouldn't be live streaming while I did it, so I would still have another 5 or 6 gigabytes of RAM ready to go. But I would just bounce in place all of the tracks once I made them and purge the RAM that way. But yeah, I just want to. That's insane that it's only using 1% of CPU on Wirecast. This thing is ridiculous. Anyway, let me get out of Logic, and then we'll come back, get our RAM refreshed. Wow, dropped all the way down. I mean, we didn't have that much left because, yeah, Wirecast is using, and Google Chrome's using some GPU. So, yeah, there really was not that much overhead, but whatever. Everything seems to be going fine, I think. Who knows? Anyway, let's get back into Logic. And also, I don't even know if there's anyone watching. It's kind of a more pure way to do live streams because you can't figure that out. But I'm running this from Riverside, so I think I could see if there's anyone watching. But if there are or aren't, at some point in the infinite expanse of time within our universe, I'm sure someone will watch it. And to you, that person, I say hello from the past or future. It's relative depending on various factors. But in this moment, if you're commenting, thank you. I can't see it though because it's just Wirecast is like real ghetto the way that it like routes the stream. They like just added this feature just because they're like flexing what you can do with a network-based solution. But yeah, it's kind of ghetto. So I can't see any comments, unfortunately, but you know, throw them in there. They're good. Algorithm likes them. That's what they're for. I like them because I like what the algorithm likes, and we're good. Yeah, I got so many instruments. I don't really know. I mean, here's the thing. Like, there's like two categories. There's organic instruments, and then there's synthetic instruments, and like. It's a binary, like it's one or the other. Like I've got some crazy choral sounds that are very synthetic, and I love them, but they are extremely synthetic. And so, and I mean, I usually like stuff that's very playable, stuff that you can really play. So I'm just gonna pull up my piano that I like to use, and I'll just play a little piano, because, you know, it's like, I've got all my cool synth sounds that I like, but I'm gonna save them for my videos and stuff. I love this piano, man. It sounds so good. It sounds so good, it's stupid. What key am I in? Oh, Sebastian. It's Jazz and Tapas, man. Oh my God, Mia. Yeah, that is exactly the chords from one of those La La Land ones. I can't remember which one. With all due respect to Damien Chazelle, the director of that film, and Whiplash, come play Giant Steps with me. Let's see what happens. And then we can reflect on your interpretation of jazz culture. That's all I'll say. Speaking of giant steps, it's been a while. You know what? No, I don't do that most of the time. I like to not do it enough to where I ever remember it, so I have to play the chords off of the chart in real time, because that's the real stuff. Giant steps ain't about how good you can play it when you've practiced it a lot. It's about how good you can play it when you don't, like just raw. But yeah, La La Land, I mean, it's beautiful. Like, but that's not all that jazz is. That's all that's wrong with La La Land. Jazz is also it's that Mario Kart shit. Mario Kart, baby. That's what jazz is all about. It's a little more nuanced than that, but that's pretty accurate on a basic level. Piano, love it. E piano though, man, it's got to be my favorite instrument. The Rhodes is like the first high-tech instrument. I'm just gonna, hey, there goes the B camera. What did I say? You know what? Honestly, wait, this actually works. I can just bring up the screen thing and put it in the place of that other one. Look at that, on the fly editing for the win. Why is this so quiet? Electric piano is one of the coolest instruments ever because I wonder, is there buzzing? I know there's like a, what, I don't even care. When you learn like audio, you drive yourself crazy thinking about what sounds are happening. It doesn't matter. It's a sound. It's like whatever. Here I am driving myself crazy. But all right, so electric piano, this is how it works. If anyone's never lifted up the hood on an electric piano and seen what's happening, it's tines, little metal things, and they're making this noise. They're going ding, ding. Like here, I'll turn the amplifier down. That's what the tine is. So it sounds cool. I think I have these tuned somehow. No? Okay. Wait. 1 second. But what makes this instrument, like, that's not at all what an electric piano sounds like, because that's what it sounds like with no electricity. So why this instrument's so dope is these instruments are from like the 60s, man. Like, they're the first instruments ever to incorporate electricity in a really cool way in the piano format. Like, if we get rid of this mechanical, and I mean tremolo, like some of the first really dope spatial effects. and the different tones you can get. That's why I love it, dude. How smooth it is, but then how much attack and decay you get. Like they're like, so attack is like, how fast does it react? Very fast. Like whatever, I'm tweaking out, but like you get it. I love this instrument. You can play super fast with a lot of percussion. That is the combination of attack, which is how quickly does the sound ramp up to its full amplitude, and then decay, which is how fast does it fall off. So a sustain pedal introduces sustain, but you can also liken it to decay. They're basically the same thing. Decay is just sustain that is natural. Even if you let go of the note, it keeps going. So if I turn the reverb up a lot, then let me see, what is this? I don't even know what that is. If there was a lot of reverb on here, it would sound the same way holding the sustain pedal down does. But it would be more spatial, which let's talk about Altiverb. So you see, this reverb has made it so that what was a very tight sound now has all this resonance and reverberation. Adds a lot of character. Man, I love this instrument so much. God dang. But my favorite part is that tone, dude. That tight, just punchy tone, because you can be so gentle. You could rock a baby to sleep with this. You can go fucking crazy. You've got all this range, and I turn the mechanical up a lot, so if I turn it down, it's just pure sauce. And the reason that you get this range is because of the coolest effect in all of wave function stuff, distortion. And distortion is when the waveforms, which are going waveforms, they hit the top and they get flat. They start to get square, and those corners, those 90 degrees on those waveforms, gives you those crackles. But as you approach that 90 degree, as the waveform starts to flatten out, but it's not 90, because that's like an electric guitar, like pure 90. You get all these cool effects of this like, it's what people would usually call saturation, but like tape, the effect of tape does that. Introduces those little bits of saturation. So you get so much tonal options with this one instrument. Like we got Mario Kart times 10. All right, my talkback mic is going to die soon, so if I stop talking, that's why, but I probably should have stopped talking anyway. Let's change that tone, baby. All right, I'm actually going to turn my mic off. I'm just going to jam out because I don't want to leave it plugged in because I charge it with USB-C for reasons. Even though it has a USB-C charger, I don't trust it because I might be overcharging. I don't want it to blow up. So I'm going to turn it off, and I'm just going to jam out for the end of this. Now I get out of here. I'm assuming the rest of this still works because this camera is plugged in. The audio is independent. Oh, no. Wait, what? Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh, dude. The Ninja died as well? I'm so dumb. I've been jamming out this whole time. And wait. This Ninja's battery's mad weird. I mean, if the Ninja is dead, then that happened separately. No, what? What the fuck is happening? You know what? If you got problems with my production value, is free, and it looks good. The sound might have gone away, but the network connection is strong. Okay. So let me understand this. You know what? Honestly, that was good practice. I'm sure you guys could figure out what I was playing just based on me doing this a lot. But like you saw the waveforms too. So between the sight of these waveforms and me doing this, I think we had it there. Moral of the story, charge your batteries, kids. All right? I was out here thinking, hey, I ain't got to charge my batteries. Like, why do I got to do that? Do it. Is this going to buzz? Oh, this setup is so confusing. This is really not designed for things not being charged. What do I have to do? Where's this audio coming from? It's coming from this track. Does this work? Mute. No. I guess do this. Okay. So 100, 0. Did that? Wait. Oh, this is so confusing. I've never understood how this level system works. We'll see. All right, let me plug this back in. 1, 2. All right. You know what? I don't know how bad this buzz is. There's no way for me to check. I mean, it's probably not terrible. Also, I thought I had a dedicated cable for this. Yeah, charge your stuff. Like, don't be like this. Just being lazy. That's awful. That's a lot of noise. Alright, good meeting, man. Take a shot. You know what? I'm gonna talk for one more second. What? I don't know how long I was just playing with no sound, but love that for the production. But what I'm going to do, because I guess you heard me talking the whole time, I'm going to play that E piano that I was getting so excited about. I'm probably making really weird noises given the fact that I had no like music to justify them. That was like a while. Charge your batteries, guys. Don't be like this. Um, but I'm going to add a bass sound and I'm just going to jam out for the rest of this. So hopefully we can make it worth it. And I'll see if I can figure out how to get rid of this audio channel while keeping the camera angle. So let's do that. didn't die, that you should still have audio. You somehow don't. It's as though the other device stopped outputting HDMI altogether because it wasn't getting anything. It kind of makes sense, but that was not what I was expecting. I thought it would at least still send an audio signal for exactly this situation, but I'm sure that the people at Atomos were like, yeah, no one's going to be dumb enough to think that if they don't, um, if their camera dies and it stops sending HDMI, that the output will still happen over HDMI. So no. All right, point taken. Fair enough. Anyway, thank you very much. For the record, my piano is level. The camera is just canted. It's a wild shot. It's like real reality. Like if you look at look at the plane of the keys. Like this key is flat. These ones, you're looking at them at that angle, and then as we go over, you're looking at them from this angle. So it's because it's not a directly flat shot, because I couldn't get the tripod for it directly above me. I would bump into it all the time. It's off angle, so these are technically